Hey everybody, so I want to talk about 5 goaltenders who are playing much better than expected, or at least I expected them to start this season. Before we get into the video, I just quickly want to say, if you're new to the channel or not yet subscribed for any reason, please hit that subscribe button down below. We have just gone over the 1,000 subscriber mark and we want to continue growing from here, so please subscribe for all my hockey content. And everyone, please hit that thumbs up button and give this video a like. It greatly helps out the channel and is obviously very, very appreciated. So, 5 goalies who are playing much better than I expected them to this season so far. I'm going to stick to goalies who are either starters or at least splitting starts to start the season, because obviously it wouldn't make any sense for, a guy might have great numbers, but if he's only played 3 games, it doesn't really, that doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm going to stick to guys who are playing on a regular basis. So, number 1 for me is Carter Hutton from the Buffalo Sabres. Carter Hutton did not have a great season with Buffalo last year. His first year in Buffalo as a starter. Didn't end up having a great season. He got off to a good start, but then he and the team kind of faded down the stretch. And Buffalo now this year again is off to a good start. We'll see how down the stretch goes, if they can maybe keep it together this year or not. But so far, Carter Hutton has been really, really good for the Buffalo Sabres. He's 6-2-1 to start the season in 9 games started, with a .928 save percentage and a 2.09 goals against average. So awesome numbers to start the year for Hutton. His goals against is barely over 2, save percentage of almost .930. He's really come out of the gate firing on all cylinders and locked in playing goal for the Sabres. And that's a really good sign for Buffalo. And, we'll see if he can keep it going all season long. But so far, so good for Carter Hutton. And I didn't really expect, I thought the Sabres were going to come out and be a bottom-of-the-league team, and he wasn't going to be great. And this is much, much better from Hutton than I expected going into this year. Number 2, Mike Smith from the Edmonton Oilers. I was not very high on Mike Smith going over to Edmonton at all going into this season. I thought, Smith got kind of lit up in the playoffs last year by Colorado. He ended up, he and Riddick split starts all season long. I didn't think he was going to be able to go to Edmonton and really, help them all that much. Through 9 games started for Mike Smith, he has a 5-3-1 record, which doesn't really jump off the page at you. I mean, it's good. He's winning more games than he's losing, but nothing spectacular. But where Mike Smith really jumps off is with his own personal numbers. Wins are more of a team thing. His own personal numbers have been absolutely fantastic. His save percentage is at .931 right now, so he is stopping more than 93% of the shots that he has faced, and his goals against average is at 2.12, so again, he's barely giving up more than 2 goals a game. Those are both outstanding numbers for Mike Smith to be at. Especially, he's an older goaltender, but he is performing very, very well this year for the Edmonton Oilers. And certainly, he's been one of the main reasons that Edmonton's gotten off to the pretty darn good start that they have. And again, I think there's a question there as to whether he can keep this up and keep playing at this level. But so far, through the first month plus of the season, Smith has been outstanding for the Oilers. Moving on now, and I could probably do these two together since they're a goaltending duo. Both of these goalies have really, really surprised me this year. With the New York Islanders, Semyon Varlamov and Thomas Greiss. I'm going to do them together because they've both played 7 games. They're splitting starts. Varlamov started 7 games. Greiss has started 6 and had to come in and won. But Varlamov's 5-2 to start the season with a .929 save percentage and a 2.14 goals against average. And I was not expecting that. Those are outstanding numbers. Goals against barely over 2. Save percentage near .930. Those are outstanding numbers for any goaltender in the league. And You know, I've talked a lot, you know, in my talks about the Islanders so far this year. I thought they were a team that was going to drop off. I thought they were a team that was really going to miss Robin Lehner, who had an outstanding season for them last year. And I didn't think that Varlamov would be able to come in and have nearly as good of a season or play nearly as well as Lehner did last season. But so far, I have been wrong about that, and that has not been the case. His numbers are absolutely outstanding. And, you know, he's played really, really well so far for the Islanders. And so has Thomas Greiss. Greiss has a 5-1 record to start the year with a .933 save percentage. So over 93% for Greiss on the save percentage and a 2.15 goals against average. So again, Greiss has been remarkable as well. And now they're splitting starts, and both goaltenders are playing absolutely outstanding. So the Islanders, obviously in the midst of a 9-game win streak, are just playing lights out defensively right now, and their goaltenders are both playing outstanding, which is keeping the puck out of their net and you know, helping the Islanders win these low-scoring, close games. And I really did not expect to see this level of goaltending out of Varlamov or Greiss this year. I thought we were going to see a big step back from the Islanders in general and their goalies. That has not been the case. And finally, number 5 that I want to talk about, Peter Mrazek with Carolina. Peter Mrazek is another goaltender that had a very, very good season last year. His best year of his career, I think, without a doubt. And Carolina ended up going on a deep playoff run to the Eastern Conference Final, and Mrazek finally looked like an outstanding NHL starter. I didn't think he was going to be able to do that again this year. I thought we were going to see a big step back from Mrazek. I thought he was going to fall back into being that goalie that he kind of was with Detroit and Philadelphia, which was decent at times, but really inconsistent and struggling at other times. That's not been the case at all to start this year for Mrazek. Through 9 games started, he's got a 7-1-1 record with a .915 save percentage and a 2.33 goals against. He's basically repeating what he did last season, playing really, really well. And Carolina's playing well and winning games and look like they're going to be a playoff team again this year. And Mrazek is a big reason why. So that the step back I was expecting from Peter Mrazek has not happened, at least yet. Obviously, it's still early, but he's looked absolutely awesome to start this year for the Hurricanes. And if that continues, we're going to see Carolina probably end up in a pretty similar spot to where they were last year, and possibly going on another deep playoff run. So Mrazek has really surprised me with his consistent ability to keep the puck out of the net. I thought that, you know, last year was just kind of a great season and that he would go back the other way. That's not been the case at all. So those are 5 goaltenders that have really surprised me with how well they're playing to start this season. Carter Hutton in Buffalo, Mike Smith in Edmonton, Varlamov and Greiss, the duo with the New York Islanders, and obviously Peter Mrazek in Carolina. They've all been outstanding to start this year and playing so much better than I ever envisioned them with their particular teams. And we'll see if they can keep it going or not, but so far so good for all 5 of those goalies without a doubt. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you want to join the Discord chat, that link is also now down in the description of this and every video moving forward. If you want to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.